Hello again, my name is Gabe Zollner. This is the 6th of April 2017. Don't know if this video is going to be well received, but I think that I owe it to my subscribers, to my viewers, to my children, to your children, to me, to post what this one viewer sent me. The Trump team fiasco in Washington sickens me now. I can't take it. I see no redeeming value in them whatsoever. They're gearing up for war and playing political hopscotch as a billionaire's game, and acting as if they really know what they're doing. This is turning into a glamorous modeling routine for Ivanka and her husband, strutting around in their expensive clothes, posing for the best photo shots, while Daddy Warbucks exercises his new bought and paid for presidential position at the White House. When Trump started ranting about the poor little babies being killed by Assad, that was the last straw. Does he not even ever listen to the real news? Does he not know what has been going on in Syria? How could that bit of information have escaped him? Does he live in a bubble and has no access to alternative views? Does he not know this routine was tried during the Obama administration and they proved it was done by the rebels, not Assad and his troops? There is no motive for Assad to do that despicable act. Those people died in that chemical disaster because the enemies of Assad had a bomb factory that was hit by a bomb. The rebels were the ones that were responsible for those horrible deaths, not Assad or the Russians. The Syrian army and the Russians have ISIS and al-Qaeda on the run. The war is in a mop-up stage. Even Ron Paul was asking these questions and saying it doesn't make sense that Assad would do this. This is a huge political disaster we are seeing unfold before our eyes. Trump is behaving like a child and using his emotional theatrics to build a case for war. We needed wisdom and caution in the White House, but we are seeing through Trump's actions is the very opposite. Did you notice recently there's no large land swell of liberals' protests against Trump anymore? It is because they don't need to protest, because Trump and his team are self-destructing on their own. This is so bad that if after being elected, if he would have just stayed in the White House and did nothing, it would have been better. If he played golf every day and then took a trip around the world, had been a perpetual vacation, it would have been better. If he stayed in his golden high-rise in New York City and played Monopoly with his wife and son every night, it would have been better. If he would have pretended to be the Wizard of Oz and stayed in his palace, never to be seen by the public, it would have been better. But hell no, he couldn't just be a regular president to serve the people as a hero. He instead drank the neocon Kool-Aid, joined the globalist wicked witch and her flying blue monkeys, and declares war on the world. This guy is a political disaster magnet. At this very moment, there are 4 major hotspots in the world where any one of them could erupt into a nuclear war to the delight of the military-industrial complex. Trump is literally making more enemies of America when he should be diffusing conflicts through statesmanship and diplomacy. This cannot be fixed. He is a way worse than the Bushes, the Clintons, and Obama combined. He has no clue what he is doing and doesn't know how to find anyone to help him to do the right things, and has no desire to do so. He thinks he is invulnerable to failure and has all the answers. He is deluded, and he is so seemingly powerful because of his financial success that no one will stand up and tell him the truth. All he has around him are yes men and psychopaths. He has the wrong friends, and he's going ahead first into global war. And he will take us down with him. This is the globalist dream come true. Once things go to hell in a handbasket, the world will be so demoralized and sick of what Trump talked about, which led to wars and global disaster, that the masses will be eager to follow new leaders into a socialist one-world government, which is exactly why I kept telling people that we no longer can take the nation back by voting. They used our own passion for patriotism against us to get the self-deluded, power-hungry, hedonistic billionaire elected. It makes me sick. When I get up in the morning, I cringe to think what next political Trump disaster I'm going to have to read about next. This was not supposed to be this way, and I have no answers on how to fix it. Hey folks, if you've sort of been tuned in to what I've been saying, seems that we went from the frying pan into the blast furnace, all by design, all of it. We haven't had a choice to elect a president probably since the last real president was assassinated. That's JFK. Think what you like. If I didn't believe what this viewer sent me, I wouldn't have turned it into a video. I don't believe that the YouTube team's going to have a problem with this video, because it's sort of in line with the leftist agenda. You want to pass this one along. If this one doesn't go viral, shame on you. Thanks for listening. I want to thank my viewer for sending it to me. Now it's up to you to send it to your like-minded friends.